everyone. Thanks for checking in and joining me for another video. I am so excited about everything I have to share this week. I've been working like a fiend. I hope that you enjoy the countdown and all the projects and peeks at the templates that I have to share. Today's peek, the finished project uses Get a Handle on It, which is one of my newest, my timeless templates. It's a really great size box. And the project also features a stamp set called Scattered Showers. Now this is an adorable interchangeable umbrella set that can be used for any occasions. It has sentiments like cheer up buttercup, what else is in there? Wishing you sunshine, when it rains it pours. I really think that Dawn making this umbrella set an everyday versatile set was a really great idea, and it's going to be one of my favorites, I can tell already. So I thought that this set would make the perfect little gift box for my flowers, because instead of sending flowers for, just having a baby, you could send the cute little baby booty bouquet for any occasion, and it wouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. So I hope you enjoy the peek. I'm going to be sharing with you basically how I'm stamping on the box. I'm going to be making the base from our new paper tray ink acetate, and we're going to be stamping on our acetate with white StazOn and then coloring it with some opaque souffle pens. So I hope you like it, and I always like to hear your feedback. Again, this is just a quickie video because I'm really tight on time. I can't go through the whole process of making the box. It is a quick and easy template, so it can't be that hard. You can just buy it and try it and let me know what you think. And don't mind the insane fly that keeps flying around my room. It's driving me crazy. I've already taped this video like 10 times because of the fly, and he won't stay out of the way. He's worse than my kids. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so here I have my acetate ready to be stamped on. Now it's important when you're stamping on acetate to use a permanent ink. I'm using my StazOn white. I like to make sure that it's freshly inked so that I get a nice coating on my stamped image. As I said, I'm using an umbrella from Scattered Showers. I also like to put some cardstock under where I'm stamping so that I can see it better. If I were stamping on white, I wouldn't really know where the placement of this was. So I have it on some chocolate paper. I'm going to give it a nice inking. As you can see, I have full coverage, and that's exactly what you want. I always put my hand down on my acetate. You also want to make sure your fingers are clean so you don't get greasy fingerprints. Now I'm going to stamp this at an angle. You apply firm, even pressure. You don't want to smudge or rock because then you'll get a smushy image. Hold your paper again and lift up. Now, another thing I like to do is heat set it. You want to be careful when you heat set that you don't get too close. See, I'm up and going around in circles because you don't want to warp your paper or burn the ink. So it might take just a few minutes. You could also be patient and let it dry, but for the sake of the video, I figured I would just, do this here with you today and heat set it. Again, staying away from being too close. That should be good. Yep, nice and dry. Okay, now, you also want it dry before you flip it over to color with your opaque souffle pens because, or I shouldn't say opaque ones. We're also going to use a clear one, because you wouldn't want the ink to transfer on the bottom of your paper. So I have my image. You could color on this side and use this part, like the smooth side, as your front as well, but I actually like having a little bit of the texture on the front. I think it gives it a nice look. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to start with my souffle pens. Now I always do a little test on my cardstock first. The more color you get on here, the better, and you don't have to be perfect with it. These just have a really nice look, and it's a great way to add color to your acetate. And this set's really perfect with some of the images it has for this technique. I mean, how cute is this umbrella with now colored flowers on a sheer acetate piece. Now I'm going to move on to the pink, which is also, you know, one of the solid colors. And we'll go here. Now the more color you get on, like I said, the better it looks from the other side. And you just keep plugging along. It's quick and easy. And again, you just get a really nice look. And it's one of those techniques, I think, that we forget about and don't use very often. I know I haven't done this in a long time. And especially now with making gift boxes, I love to always have adorable little windows. Now this one I'm going to use the glaze pen instead because I like the yellow better and you can see through it, so it just gives it a different look. And you'll see the difference when I color what I'm talking about. See how you can still see through it. The other ones are going to dry, you know, foggy, and that one you'll be able to see through. So anyway, when you're making boxes and stuff, it's fun to be able to stamp on the windows that you're making, because a lot of my boxes I like to use windows. So this just adds a whole nother fun element. Now we're going to go back and we're going to heat set this a little bit just because I'm a little impatient. Again, not going too close. You can see the opaque ones drying. You want them dry before you flip it over because you don't want to ruin or take the ink off once you flip it over. And again, we're just going, not staying in the same spot too long. We're just moving it along. You can also be patient and wait. Like if you were making a box, you could do your window first, then move on while the ink dries and maybe assemble it. Okay, so I'm sure you don't want to see the rest of that dry, but now you get the idea for what it looks like in the front. I think it looks really cute. And we're also going to now take our white opaque glaze pen and we're going to dot the flower centers. And those will dry and look really cute. Now on the front, I'm also going to do, for added interest, a couple of dots with the colored pens. That's just going to add some more dimension to the front. And I think it'll make it look really cute. Something different. Whoops. There we go. And one more with the yellow. Anywhere you see too much white, I think that's good. Oh, how about right there? And if you want again, you can set it. Now we'll stamp our handle. I always put mine on the back of my block. And now you have an adorable little umbrella. Now it's time to put this on a box.